When I was younger, I was in a local Brooklyn union for security guards, and I had an opportunity to work in Shea Stadium before, obviously before they took it down, and Madison Square Garden. It was great, man. So when I was working at Shea, I had an opportunity to sometimes work at the dugout areas, and like I actually had the opportunity to like talk to all the Mets. It was really incredible, and so it actually taught me who the really cool like Mets were and the Jerkoffs. Okay, so I'm only gonna name two. Or I'm gonna name two because two touched me. One of the Mets really touched my heart, and the other one I kind of wanted to pull a Will Smith on him. Will Smith with Chris Rock. Boom. Okay. So I was working the dugout, and Mike Piazza's up. You know, boom, he hits a home run, right? He's running around the bases, So now I was working where he had to pass me by to get into the dugout because I was like right in the front of the dugout, right? So I go, yeah, Mike. I said, go, Mike. I put my hand up for a high five. He dissed me. What a piece of garbage. Let me tell you something. If I ever become famous in my life and I ever get a chance to meet Mike Piazza, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to remind him that. I'm going to remind him what a piece of garbage jerk off he is. It's okay. The guy couldn't even give me a high five. I'm a fan of his. I'm working in Shea. I'm part of I was a security guard. So I kept my head up there. Mike Piazza completely dissed me. Jerk off. All right, whatever. So then I was working. There was behind like left field. There was like this section. I think it was it left. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, there was this section where it's it was like grass. It was for like private events. Okay. It could have been right field. I don't remember. It was so many years ago, but there was a section behind either right or left field where there was like this like section where they had picnics, barbecues. I can't speak. I'm shot. Maybe I'm getting tired. It's late. Picnics and barbecues, right? So there was this one particular time where we were having a barbecue with the Mets. So they brought their families, their kids, and so I'm the security guard, and I was there. So the eighth ball. I'm smelling like delicious barbecue. I'm smelling steaks. I'm smelling hot dogs, sausages, sausage. Smells real good. So I went on the line. Yeah. I mean, but you can obviously see I'm a security guard. I got the hat on. There was no question I wasn't part of the Met family. But I'm going to get me some steak. I'm going to get me some hot dogs, baby, and some sausages, right? So I go on the line, and I don't know who it was. It was, I don't know, someone in the Mets, but the corporate side of the Mets. I have no idea who this person was. Total jerk off. Comes to me. He's like, get off the line, right? You're not supposed to be here. He wasn't a ball player. He was just one of the corporate executives of the Mets. And Al Leiter went to this guy. He said, hey, back off. All right. He said, what's your name? I said, listen, Rich, I'm Richie, I said, Al Leiter, I'm a big fan of yours, He goes, hey, God bless you. Go get yourself something to eat. Al Leiter, one of the greatest people in the world. Great baseball player, great human being, great man, great everything. So he hooked me up, and I got me some steak, some porterhouse, some hot dogs, some sausages. That was on the Mets, baby, right? Let's go Mets, do it again. You want to laugh? They used to put me sometimes like where I was the security guard. So when people were entering Shea Stadium, I was in the front, where I had to get that wand. I had to, check them, make sure, they didn't have the weapons on them. And they used to play that song, Let's Go Mets, do it again. And they just kept playing it for hours and hours and hours. Because I had like an 8-hour shift. I had to stay there. It used to drive me crazy. I used to go home to my house. I was dreaming that song. I was in the middle of sleep, right? Where am I? Let's go, Mets, do it. I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, stop it. I couldn't get it out of my head. But anyway, that's my story of the coolest Met, Al Leiter, and the biggest jerk-off Met, Mike Piazza. And the guy's Italian too, right? Supposed to be good to each other Italian, just then. We're Italians, all right? You do good for me, I do good for you, Mike Piazza. Supposed to be a paisan. You're my paisan, right? What are you gonna do? The fame got to his head. He thought Mike Piazza was one of those guys. You ever see that movie, Major League 2? I forget the character's name, but there was that guy who he thought like he was a hot shot, and he was like I'm the whole team. You know what I mean? Like, all these other players, they're all a waste. It's just me. Jack Parkman, that's it. It just came to me right now. So Major League 2, there was a character named Jack Parkman. And like, he just thought the whole team stunk. You know what I mean? Like, he was their only gun, getting home runs, doing what he had to do. The rest of the team were all waste. I really think that's how Mike Piazza was. Honestly, I don't think he considered himself a team player. He just thought it was all him. Like, he's the man. I'm the man hitting the home runs. I'm the best, and everybody else, you're all pikers, And he really gave me that impression. So, not a big fan of Mike Piazza.